starting grid for the 2007 Jason Baldwin Memorial Cup. There are 23 trucks going 16 laps, 3 abreast through the field. And as you look down through the starting field, you'll see it's all Pro 2s until you get to the first Pro 4. So the Pro 2s are lined up in front, the Pro 4s right behind them. And this makes for a very interesting situation, Wally.
Yes, yes it does, because the Pro 4s are a little bit faster. There's going to be a lot of traffic. It's going to get interesting. These guys are going to be mixing it up.
On board with Johnny Greaves. Starts in the 15th position.
I feel a lot of contact coming on.
The first 12 trucks are the Pro 2s, the Pro 4s right behind them. They have raced all season long just to have a chance to be in this race. Now they get to compete for the Baldwin Memorial Cup. The green flag will wave at start-finish. The race will actually begin as these leaders come out of turn 4. Hold your breath.
Yeah, you know, I know everybody says, well, take it easy at first. There's no taking it easy in this race. These guys are going to be animals going into turn 1. Watch Todd LeDuc in the 6th spot. He's got 7 cylinders, and he said he's going to try something a little bit different, like really taking a shortcut. Green's out.
Here we go. Ricky Johnson and Jerry Welch will lead the charge into turn 1. What'll happen here?
Lots of dust already.
They asked the drivers this morning in the drivers' meeting to take it easy on turn 1.
But it got through clean. I'm very surprised. I thought there'd be some double Welchel off the end of the racetrack while leading. He comes back on in about 5th or 6th spot, and he's out of control. Oh, man.
Started on the front row, has lost several positions.
I'll tell you, Welchel's fun to watch.
He is.
Lots of air over this. Man, I'm really surprised at all the dust already, Bill. Tough for those guys back around 15th and further back to see.
Boy, really hard to see coming through turn 4.
McCachran to the front. And I'll tell you what, Todd LeDuc for 6 cylinders is hanging pretty tough right there. 2nd spot, Marty.
Well, guys, CORR did not water the track for this purpose. They wanted to keep the dust down and to complicate problems, Wally. Now the spotters can't see the truck, so the guys are on their own out there.
Well, I think if they wanted to keep the dust down, they'd water the track.
Yeah, I do too. Kelly?
Ron McCachran leads the race. He told me getting through turn 1 was going to be half the battle to get out into that clean air. He wasn't first through turn 1, but he's first now. And he said whenever there's money on the line, he really pushes it.
Boy, the toughest part of the track right now is turn 4 because they stir up all that dust going through 2. There you see it. That's turn 4 where the trucks are now. McCachran, the race leader. Ben LeDuc, Ricky Johnson, Greg Adler. Vanden Heuvel and Welchel on the move after the difficulties on the first lap. Still watching for some of the Pro 4 guys trying to make their way forward. Rick Huseman on the back of Vanden Heuvel.
McCachran, LeDuc there. There's Ricky Johnson.
And the yellow is out. Full course yellow.
I think they need to water the track.
And as much as it pains me to admit it, you're correct, Wally.
This is a great move. Heck, those people in the last corner weren't even getting to see the race. So there is the man himself right there looking over the kingdom.
Jim Baldwin, president of CORR.
Now, this was a good move. It's safer for the competitors. It'll be a better race, and
We can see it.
And we can see it, yeah.
And we expected to see some guys have trouble in this race. Early trouble for Scott Taylor, Marty.
Yeah, Bill, the man who won the qualifier yesterday to make it into this race. It's actually a brake problem. No front brakes. I can't imagine Wally with all this dust that was out there and no front brakes. That would be a lot of fun behind the wheel, wouldn't it? He's done for the day.
You need brakes, and that's too bad, because Scott had a really good truck. I mean, he was flying in that qualifier, so I know those guys are real disappointed.
While Scott heads back to the paddock, we go back to green.
Still McCackern in front. There's LeDuc, Ricky Johnson. Adler in the 4th spot.
Welchel slides up the hill a little bit.
See the section here, really, really rough. Tough right-hander. Really hard to get a hold of the track here.
Officials have added 2 laps to the race.
Whoa! Nothing like going over the jump sideways.
Ricky Johnson in that 48. Kelly?
Ricky was up there next to Todd LeDuc. These guys were battling for the lead in the inaugural Cup race a year ago. They essentially took each other out. Ricky Johnson sidelined with a flat tire, yet he tells me today he wants to be even more aggressive than that. He thinks that cost him last year not being aggressive enough, and here he goes.
There's Ricky Johnson on the inside of LeDuc. A little bit of contact.
More than a little bit.
Ricky Johnson takes the 2nd spot away. Vandenhoel now in 4th spot. Adler in 5th. Ricky Johnson slides a little bit, and LeDuc wants to get it back.
Boy, and McCackern really breaking away up front. A lot of traffic in there.
Wow!
Boy, Jerry Welchel's just having a wild ride here. There's Johnson.
Oh, no, these 2 guys are going at it. Johnson slides a little bit high, and LeDuc takes the spot back.
Don't turn away. Ricky looking to the high side, trying to get the bite.
I don't think there's a lot of love between these guys either.
No, sir.
Good racing.
This is for 2nd, behind McCackern. Stan Vandenhoevel. That Amsoil truck right there, behind LeDuc.
Great shot from the monster cam. You're right, McCackern's just leaving everyone.
Competition caution will bring him back, though.
That'll even things up. Meantime, really good race right here from 2nd to about 7th or 8th spot.
Carl Redezetter there.
Yep, he moves up to the 6th spot. Now, is he our first Pro 4? Like it.
Caution is out again. This is the competition caution designed to bunch up the field. Let's check on some of the competitors. Here's Kelly.
Earlier this weekend in a points race, Rob McCackern absolutely checked out. He had such a lead on the next competitor. Huge gap. In fact, Rob McCackern had the fastest lap time between any Pro 2 or Pro 4 yesterday. To Marty Snyder.
Kelly, meanwhile, in the Pro 4 world, Carl Redezetter has moved his way up to the top 5 or close to it. But Rick Huseman, who might have had the fastest Pro 4, out of the race, Bill and Wally, down to 4 cylinders. He said the engine just let go completely, and he said it lost half of the power that it had before.
Veteran driver Kurt LeDuc told me this morning that Jason Baldwin was a fearless warrior, and that's what it was going to take to win the Baldwin Cup here this afternoon. We've seen some hard-working flag in the air after the competition caution. Ricky Johnson challenging Rob McCackern for the lead.
There's runners that are on the bottom, too. That 17 truck, keep an eye on him. He's going to have to go now. He's going to win this thing.
Pro 2's run 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Redezetter in a Pro 4 challenging for that 3rd spot. Traffic works through turn 2.
Redezetter, he's going to take a spot. 3rd spot, 2nd spot. Redezetter down to 2nd.
But the full course caution is out. Debris on the front stretch. Full course caution.
Looks like half the fence is down in the front stretch.
Marty.
Well, guys, CORR Las Vegas driving like a man possessed, as you talked about, Wally, picking up 2 and 3 positions at a time before the race. Remember, we showed the highlights of what happened with his wife, Kelly. His crew chief told him, go out there and win it for her. His only response, I will today.
Now watch the top part of your screen on the left-hand side. This is along the front stretch.
Oh, man. That got the flagger's attention. That's pretty scary.
That is. And you see the red flag being displayed here in Prim, so the field will be brought to a halt. And they'll work on that fence along the front. A whale of an off-road race.
Thanks, Carl. We'll be watching. Have fun, man. Good luck.
Sure, thanks, buddy.
So the red flag has been removed. Some developing stories concerning some of the participants. Let's check with Marty first.
Well, Bill, in the midst of all that craziness, Jerry Welcher was one of the guys who made contact, tore off the right side of his truck. He's back in the paddock area, as is Alan Pfluger, who has an engine problem. So those guys both likely done for the day. Kelly?
Well, Marty, the rules state when the trucks enter the pits under red, they are only allowed to add fuel. A crew member for Todd LeDuc let some air out of a tire to adjust the pressure. They're penalizing him by sending him to the back of the pack, so he'll lose that 3rd position.
Pace truck has pulled off of the track. Be 8 to go when they get to the line. Green flag in the air again.
Wow, Rennezener got a start. He's going to be right up next to Ricky Johnson going in 1.
That's a Pro 4 for Rennezener, Pro 2 for Johnson. That's for 2nd behind McCachran.
Well, Ricky Johnson's got to give him trouble because I think Carl gets by him. It's going to be see ya. Ricky takes away his line, and that was what he needed to do, but Carl stands on it and gets the hole shot. See ya.
One truck goes around in turn 2. Travis Coyne on the move. Rennezener to 2nd. Johnson in 3rd. Looks like Vanden Heuvel behind them. A lot of air over that tabletop. Should have been allowed to wash these trucks during the red flag. Marty.
Hey guys, Carl's going to the front. He's in 2nd position right now, trying to catch up to McCachran. Wally, I was asking him about passing a Pro 2. He said they drive the corner completely different in a Pro 4. And the problem is sometimes at the end of the corner, you come together because they have so much bite in a Pro 4 versus those Pro 2s.
Yeah, a Pro 2 has got to, it's almost like you're on a road course and on pavement. You've got to use the line. Oh, Rennezener off the edge of the racetrack, but he stands on the gas. He's going to lose a spot to Ricky Johnson.
And another one to Coyne. Challenging for 1st, now 4th.
We get back to what Marty was saying. A Pro 4's got so much bite because it's 4-wheel drive. Pro 2's got to use all of the corner. They don't get the bite getting off the corner, but you know what? You can't make a mistake either. It doesn't matter how many wheel drive you have.
It's Ricky Johnson in the orange truck. He's in 2nd. Travis Coyne in that blue truck, 3rd.
And this plays into McCachran's hand because McCachran's out front, and he wants Rennezener to have as much trouble in traffic as possible.
He wants to keep those Pro 4s as far back as possible.
Right.
The Pro 4s more powerful 4-wheel drive trucks compared to the Pro 2s.
Travis Coyne right there, taking a look at the bottom. Oh, he slides into Ricky Johnson and takes him out. And what happened was the course is so wet, you can see how shiny it was down there. When Coyne got down in there, his truck wouldn't turn. He got on the brakes, and he just slid right up the track and took Johnson out.
Hey, there's Ricky Johnson back on the track. Let's go back and take another look.
Watch, see, Coyne's all locked up. He can't turn it. And I think he just got down on that wet stuff. And that may have just been the brake that Rennezener needed. And he's after McCachran.
It's CORR Rennezener now in 2nd. Johnny Greaves also on the move from that 22 machine, the Monster Energy truck.
Rennezener was about a 2nd quicker than McCachran that last lap. Marty.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, don't count out Johnny Greaves back there in 4th now. And all of a sudden, while these Pro 4s coming to life, trying to catch McCachran.
And McCachran had trouble in turn 2. And there's CORR Las Vegas out front. Got a good, clean break.
Unless Renazetter makes a huge mistake, he's not going to get past here.
He doesn't make many of those.
No, he doesn't.
Johnson, that's Josh Baldwin there.
Baldwin in third spot right now. Snuck up there. I'll tell you, McCackron is right there.
Marty, don't take your eyes off the action.
Oh, McCracken goes and puts a slide job on Renazetter. You don't think these guys want that trophy? There's Josh Baldwin's gonna sneak up, take the spot. Baldwin having a great race today.
Jason Baldwin
There he
was
goes,
Josh's
he's going for
brother.
the lead. Josh Baldwin, oh, hooks it right a little bit. Him and Renazetter down into the, I don't know what corner that is, three.
Heading for three. I'll tell you, Josh has had a good weekend here. They really worked on the engine package on that truck. And this leads to the best spot on the track right here. Watch the air these trucks get.
Josh Baldwin is on the gas.
Josh already had a fantastic run earlier this weekend in a points race. Now racing for the Jason Baldwin Memorial Cup. Josh Baldwin in second behind CORR Las Vegas. McCackron gonna try it high. The 3 to go this time, Marty.
Hey, Bill, in that points race, he finished second in that race and gave him a ton of confidence. I asked Josh this morning, do you have enough confidence to win this race? And he didn't hesitate. He said, absolutely. And remember, after the qualifying race yesterday, had almost a tear in his eye about how emotional this race was for him.
McCackron loses position, spinning. That's Greaves in third, so the Pro 4 is now pulling away. I guess bears pointing out that those are brother-in-laws right there, right?
Yeah.
CORR Las Vegas and Josh Baldwin. Racing for the Baldwin Memorial Cup.
You can just tell these guys are driving for everything they have got. They're not taking care of these trucks at all.
This is a winner-take-all event. The winner gets the check, but the winner wants the trophy. Drivers talked about how much respect they have for Jim and Nancy Baldwin, making the Baldwin Cup so important in memory of their son. Kelly.
Well, Bill, you talk about that prize money, that $66,000, largest in off-road history. CORR Las Vegas' crew has extra motivation for him to take it. He actually splits all of his prize money with his crew, which is highly unusual in this sport.
Three-truck battle for the trophy right now. McCackron way back and forth.
These three trucks are even right now. As Marty said, there's Greaves in third spot. It's just going to come down to who makes a mistake, and Baldwin gets down.
Oh,
and
hit
there
by
it
Greaves.
is. One mistake, one elimination right there.
Inside 2 laps to go. Boy, it could come down to Greaves and Renazetter. Two of the biggest stars in off-road racing.
Like I said, right now, these two trucks are so even, it's just going to, whoever makes a tiny mistake is going to be the difference between who takes that first spot.
We talked about the rivalry between these two drivers and their teams.
Boy, Greaves is right there. One truck length behind CORR Las Vegas. Put the pressure on him.
Coming to the white flag.
Oh, this is going to be good. If you're in second, you got to go. For all it's worth.
Last lap.
Gonna do the crossover. No, nice corner for Renazetter right there.
Here comes a tricky turn right here. A hard right-hander. Boy, Greaves drives it in deep.
Oh, look at that. He pulls a pass off on the outside.
Half a lap to go. Winner take all today. Nothing else matters.
Oh, and they're in contact again.
Greaves with a bicycle.
Oh. You're going to see some air here.
One more turn for CORR Las Vegas.
That's what it's all about right there.
After racing back from the hospital, after his wife Kelly was involved in a wreck, she's okay. He's coming to the checkers. CORR Las wins.
I believe Reeves has a flat left rear tire.
He pulls up next to him. There are two of the rivals. We'll hear from them. CORR Las Vegas takes the checkered flag and the Baldwin Cup.